Hey guys, welcome to 10 in 10, the conversation starter show where we list our top 10 in 10 minutes. This week we're going to do a very special TV episode week where we're going to be looking at our top 10 TV show themes of all time.
Yeah guys, so just to clarify, we're looking at our personal favourite TV show theme songs. So ones that we think embody the show really well, and ones that we just actually like.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to start us off number 10 here. Now this is a show I haven't watched too much of.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've watched the first season with my wife, but I'm going to go number 10, The OC.
Oh,
so the California song, is it just called California?
California.
Yeah. California, I think it just embodies that show really well. Sets the tone for it being like a rom-com sort of teenage sitcom show. And again, I've only watched the first season, but it was a cracker of a show so far. So
yeah, awesome, mate. Mine's first theme song's not actually a song per se, it's just instrumentals, but it's for Friday Night Lights.
Okay.
It's kind of like this teenage drama. It really kind of sets a mood, sets a tone, and kind of takes you on a bit of a journey, even though it's just music. Shout out to my man Adam with Riggins, but yeah, he's a character in the show, mate. Riggins forever. It just sets it up really well. I really like it. So Friday Night Lights.
Nice. Okay, so I've never seen that show at all. I've heard of it, but no idea what you're talking about right now. Okay, number 9 for me. I'm gonna talk about this one. This is one that my wife and I like to do a little jig to at the every time it comes on. We like to dance to it just because it's so catchy, I suppose, in its way. So this is the theme song to Suits.
Oh yes.
Okay, so it really kind of cool, suave theme song to set the tone for the show. And yeah, number 9 for me, babe.
It's a cool, suave show. So my number 9, I've actually got Where You Lead from the Gilmore Girls, like Carole King's song.
No. Yep.
I know. So my wife loves this show. I watch it too much to the point where I actually don't like it.
Yeah.
But the song itself, it's kind of got this nice. It just is that show. It's kind of like that hometown, small town, country feel.
Yeah.
And the song just hits it perfectly. So while the show annoys me now, the song actually is such a good song for that show.
See, I'm going to sit on the opposite side of the table and say I've never really watched the show and it still annoys me. I just don't like that show. There's the way they talk.
I know.
I don't know. It annoys me.
I hear.
It really frustrates me. Okay, number 8 for me. Now, this is a show I'm going to have to admit I don't think I've ever actually watched more than maybe 1 or 2 episodes at most of. But the theme song for One Tree Hill is killer. Okay, so the Gavin DeGraw song.
I don't want to be.
So yeah, what a great theme song for a show. And yeah, it's right up there, number 8 for me. Again, I probably need to watch. It's a good show. Have you seen it?
That's not bad. Yeah, I watched it a fair bit.
Okay, it's a bit old now, but
yeah,
give it a go.
My number 8, buddy, I've just got the Simpsons intro. Just a song. The minute it comes on, the first kind of notes, you're like, yes, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching it. Everyone's looking for what's Bart going to write and what's going to happen. Like, it's just
at the end of the start when they all sit at the
and what's going to happen when they sit on the couch.
Yeah,
it's just such a fun kind of just intro, man. I love it.
Yeah.
So the Simpsons. It's childhood for everyone.
Yeah, it's very iconic. It's an extremely iconic theme song. Okay, number 7 for me now. I'm going to go with Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes.
Okay? What a theme song. What a ditty of a song. I'm going to use the word ditty.
It is a ditty, man.
And it is just this little cool little punk rock, pop punk number. And it just is that snotty-nosed brat teenage kid in a song. And it suits the show perfectly.
It's that family, mate.
It's that family,
It's that family in the song.
Some great scenes in Malcolm in the Middle. I haven't seen it for so long, but I used to love it as a teenager or a kid. But yeah, You're Not the Boss of Me, I think it's called. Yeah. What a song. Go check it out.
Man, that was my number 11, 12. I couldn't quite fit it, but I definitely heard it.
Yeah.
My number 7's actually Superman from Scrubs. Scrubs, I used to love it. Shout out Joshy. I know I'm shouting out a lot this episode, but Joshy and Dane from back home.
I'm just making up names at this point. Just throwing out names.
Good dudes. Yeah. But it's just
Joshy.
Like the whole I can't do this all on my own. Yeah. You see, it's the story of JD basically floundering around being a doctor. And I love it. It's cool. Cool intro, sets a tone, so...
Yeah, it is. It's a good song. Alright, mate. Number 6 for me. Now, this song, I double dare you to find a better guitar solo in a theme song for a show than the Power Rangers.
This guy.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My favourite show as a kid, or one of my favourite shows as a kid. That is a shredding...
No, it's one of your favourite shows as an adult, but...
As an adult. That is a shredding guitar solo. It's just like finger tapping and... go watch Power Rangers theme song. Go watch a guitarist, like some heavy metal guitarist doing a cover of it. It is off the charts for a kid's show. Theme song, and it's just like gets you pumped as a kid, man. I was ready to karate kick someone in the head when I heard that. So, I'm just seeing some, man. Number 6.
Number 6, buddy. My number 6, I've actually gone probably the quintessential teen drama. I've gone Dawson's Creek. I Don't Want to Wait. Bring me back to the 90s.
Yeah.
You got some Joshua Jackson, some Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Just that iconic, one of the first kind of teen dramas.
Yeah, it really was.
And that song just sets it up perfectly.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of like the 90s Saved by the Bell or something like that. You know, like it's kind of like that defining
it just,
late 90s.
It's just perfect. So, Dawson's Creek, I don't want to wait.
Yeah, nice. Okay, we're going to number 5 here, the business end. Any honourable mentions before we hit our top 5 here?
Mate, we did have... I had that one. I also had the Malcolm in the Middle song.
Yeah.
And there was also the Parks and Rec theme.
Okay, I don't know.
Parks and Rec and The Office.
Yes, The Office, yeah, it is good.
So they're the 3 that kind of
I
couldn't quite bump in, but I had.
Yeah, see, I had a few. So I've got How I Met Your Mother theme song, quite like as well. You've got Yellowstone and Westworld, both had some cool sort of Western, real dark sort of sounding themes. Vikings has a cool theme. Seinfeld for me, I was in the top 10. Sick bass line. Even Rain, if you've ever seen that show, has got a kind of cool theme to it. But anyway, we'll get into our top 5 now. So top 5, the business end of 10 and 10. Now, number 5 for me, this is a show, I just think the theme song suits it so well because it's just so like gritty and raw, and they just do a whole lot of crazy stuff in there. Is True Blood, the theme song for True Blood.
Sure.
So it's just this real rough sounding kind of southern rock, I don't know what the exact genre is, but vibe to it. And man, just that with the video that goes with the intro just sets the tone so well for that show.
You're right.
And it's just, I think it's called Bad. It's just such a
cool...
it's
perfect though.
I'm not into southern music that much, but man, that's a cool song. Just cool.
You're right. Mate, my number 5, I've gone the Friends theme song.
Yes.
The Friends theme song, despite the song itself getting on your nerves a little bit, I dare anyone to listen to it and not clap along when it has that little... It's just, it's there, man. It's that... Whenever you've got a song that's so synonymous with a show that's what you know the song as.
Yes, yeah.
No one knows that the Rembrandt sung it.
No.
Or Remembrance. I don't even know how to say the name.
Rembrandt.
But what I know is that is the Friends song. Song.
Thong,
mate. The Friends thong and song.
What Friends are you watching, buddy? Yeah. No,
I'll be there for you.
It's a cracker.
It's perfect.
It's a cracker. Okay, number 4 for me now. Now this is getting quite tough, but probably my favourite rap song of all time still.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped turned upside down. Everyone should know it. I mean, as soon as it comes on, even I show my kids this sometimes at school for my film classes, for television genres.
Yeah.
And even these kids today, they'll still know the rap.
15 years after it was out, they're still singing on.
Such a good show. And it's just one of those shows, I just think it really was great at the 90s for showing black culture, but in a light way. But they just do a great job at kind of looking at black culture, what it means to be black in that time period. Yeah. What a great show. Will Smith really hit the mark as that character. Yeah. What a great theme song. Definitely one of the best of all time.
Perfect, mate. My number 4 is actually Community. So I don't know if you've seen Community.
I've heard of it. What are you talking about?
Love the show. Just a silly, over-the-top comedy.
Yeah.
But the song is just so good. It's so catchy.
Is it a famous song or is it
just it might be, but I don't even know it as that song. Okay. It's kind of... doesn't even have heaps to do with the show itself, but I think that's what makes it perfect to the show, because the show itself is so kind of strange and weird and quirky. Yeah. And the song's the same, and it's just such a cool song. Go check it out. The Community theme song.
Very nice. Okay, mate. Number 3 for me.
Top 3.
This is very extra business end here. Number 3 for me, I'm going to echo what you just said here. I'm going to go with the Friends theme song, I'll Be There For You by the Rembrandt. Again, so synonymous with the show. Everyone knows as soon as it comes in what show it is. Even the kids today know what it is if they've never seen the show. They'll know the theme song for Friends. Yeah. It's just a catchy song. Like, if you blast it in your car, it's kind of like we're talking about My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. It's so overplayed, but if you actually just listen to it, it's just a good pop rock song. Like, it's just got great harmonies, great lines, and it's awesome. Great song.
It is, man. It's that 90s pop rock.
Yeah, that's what 90s pop rock.
Mate, my number 3... it's actually, I've done the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air too.
Hey.
You can't not have it on your list.
There it is.
It's just so good, so kind of, I guess, like lighthearted and slightly corny.
Yeah.
But
it nails his character.
Nails
it.
It nails it, because that's what Will Smith is. He is just in that character, trying to be this cool kind of gangster kid, but he's just not.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of what the song is. And as you said, perfectly kind of. For a comedy, has so many just actually deep and serious and profound moments in it. The one, like, everyone knows the episode with Will Smith when his dad walks out and Uncle Phil gives him the cuddle, and it's just way too many feels. But that's what that show is. It's a lighthearted comedy, but also someone like Carlton who goes against the imagery of what black people kind of should be or what they are, and then I think even that. To have that kind of dynamic is so good.
It's outstanding, yeah.
So, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Such a good show. Okay, number 2 for me now. This is such a tight one for me, but I'm going to go number 2 is the Game of Thrones theme song. So such a cool song, considering it's an instrumental as well, adding that into it. Just such a nice theme song, and again, sets the tone for the show so well with a really cool imagery with the opening credits. But yeah, love the Game of Thrones theme song. I love sort of orchestral soundtrack music, and that's one of my favourites for sure. So yeah, Game of Thrones theme song number 2 for me.
Love it, mate. Mate, my number 2, I've gone, you've actually said it already, but California from the OC by a band called Phantom Planet that no one really cares about. It's just the OC song.
Didn't know that.
But when you, like, I love that show, as we discovered in my TV show list, but that song, when it comes on, it's just that, it just embodies the show, as you said. You've got like the landscape of California, the coastline and everything in the film, in the intro video, and it just sets a tone for these kind of kids in California and the way they're living and that lifestyle, and it's just such a good song for that show.
Yeah, it is great. And again, considering I don't even watch the show that much, it still stands out as a great theme song for a show. Okay, number 1 for me. Now, this is again very tight between Game of Thrones and this, but my wife's going to love me for saying this. Number 1 theme song for me is the Outlander theme song. Okay. Now, this, you may not have heard this one because I don't know if you've watched the show much, but
not much.
I just love that sort of Celtic, sort of like, it's almost like an Enya kind of vibe, that kind of going along those lines, but just a really nice Celtic traditional sounding song, beautiful melody, beautiful singer in it. They change it each season, so each season has like a different, it's the same song but slightly different music behind it depending on where they are in the world at the time. So yeah, the original is probably always going to be my favourite, but I just love the Outlander theme song. My wife's going to love me. That's for you, Brody. What's your number 1, buddy?
Mate. I think this is good because it shows the differences in our taste in TV shows. Whereas mine's another kind of teen drama type show. I've gone, I Don't Want to Be from One Tree Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Gavin DeGraw. Yeah. But for me, that show and that song are just so perfectly summing up kind of teens in that early 2000 kind of, with a little bit of angst in line with the whole kind of pop punk emo scene and stuff that came with it. It just summed up that show and summed up teenagers at that time so well and so perfectly, and fits with, if you watch One Tree Hill, the rest of the music that happens with Peyton's kind of club and everything else. It's just such a good kind of musical soundtrack on that show. Yeah. With this Gavin DeGraw song just summing it up beautifully. So for me, that's my favourite, and I think it also just sums up that show so well. Yeah, it is a great song. Well, that's our top 10 for the TV show theme songs. Yeah. Make sure you let us know, like, the whole point of this show is the conversation starter, so we want to hear what you guys think. Please tell us your top 10 list in the comments below, or even if you can't do 10, tell us your top 3, tell us your top 5. Yeah. Love to hear it. And also let us know who you think had the best list out of us two. So if you think Owen's list is better or my list is better, let us know. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Cheers.